Hi guys, in today's video we are going to be taking a look at a ton of new costumes that have been leaked for Battle for Neighborville. So some of the images you will see in this video were obtained by Germanshu. They have a channel on the old YouTube, so check them out if you want to keep up to date on all leaked content. I've put a link in the description. The rest of the costumes were posted by Smiley194 on Twitter. I'm not sure if they're the original source, but I couldn't find the images anywhere else. As usual, just before we begin, remember to hit those like and subscribe buttons if you enjoy the content on this channel and want to help it grow. Anyway, let's get started. So just before we take a look at these costumes, I have to say I think these costumes are definitely by far the best set of costumes we have seen in Battle for Neighborville so far, and when you see them I'm sure you'll agree. Also, none of these costumes appear in the ValenbraiNZ Festival prize map, so it's likely they will only be available from Rooks, and of course the WIZARD zombie costumes won't be coming until March. Speaking of which, let's take a look at the WIZARD zombie in all 8 outfits. Yes, that's right, 8 costumes, including the original one, are going to be available for WIZARD. So here they are. Now, if you can count, there are only 7 on here, but that's because I want to talk about the 8th one separately. So as you can see, all of these really do look amazing. We of course have the simple costume changes in the top left, with the orange one pretty much identical to the default costume apart from the colour difference. I think I'll be using the orange one to match my gingerness. Number 3 is really interesting, mainly because they've actually changed the skin colour of the zombie, which I don't believe they've done with any other costume before. Let me know in the comments if I'm incorrect. But yeah, this one sort of gives me a cosmic and mystical vibe, like he's got so much magic it's tinted his skin, or what's more likely in the PvZ universe, the wizard was doing some sort of experiment and it went wrong, turning its skin purple. Also, according to the second image that I will show you shortly, the purple wizard and the one next to it are called Gin and Gin Red. It's not spelt like the drink, but D-I-J-N-N. Then we have the pink skin, which has a very similar look to Imp's Kitty Darling costume, but less creepy. Then the last 2 you can see are probably my least favourite, but will be probably the least expensive costumes, or will be near the start of the Look of the Zombie Festival prize map. So I have kept the final wizard skin separate because it is my favourite, and I'm sure you'll agree because its name is Gandalf.
You shall not pass!
This in itself is an amazing name, and the fact they have referenced Lord of the Rings is awesome. I mean, the costume isn't grey or white like Gandalf's outfit, but I mean, it still looks really cool, and I love that they've added the elf ears as well. Now, we're not quite finished with WIZARD, but we are going to check out the second image now, because you can see we have some previews of the gestures and dances, all of which look really good and really cute at the same time. I mean, look at his little happy face. So that's it for WIZARD, but as you can see we have some other really cool costumes on the way. Starting with the top left, we have 2 wicked looking skins. I absolutely love these futuristic costumes for All-Star and Citron. Now, I'm not sure how accurate these names are, but we have Cyber Baller for All-Star, which has this really futuristic look. I love the cyan blue, it just works really well. Then we have Citron in what appears to be a spacesuit, but my favourite part about this is the disco ball visor, and again the blue looks great. Moving on, we have another Citron costume, which again is blue and quite futuristic. Either way, these are 2 great costumes for Citron. Then we have the blacksmith costume for Engineer. Now, with the Christmas skins and stuff, Engineer has really been given some cool costumes, and this one is no exception. You can't really see the details from this image very well, but I love how much attention to detail there tends to be with Engineer's costumes. Next, we have my least favourite, I think. I don't think a caveman skin really works for Colonel Corn. It does look a bit strange, but I imagine something like that might have looked cool on Super Brains or another zombie. Then another really nice one is the Dino Shroom, which is interesting as the skin doesn't look like real dino scales, if that makes sense. It looks like a Halloween costume that Nightcap has put on, but I enjoy the colour and the fact her hands and feet look like teeth. Next, we have Love Bunny, which is highly likely to appear in Rooks' store during ValenbraiNZ. Rose has had some really nice skins up to now, and this one is nice, but I definitely think she's got better ones. So we have finally made it to the final costume, which is called Skunk Man, which is just such a funny concept, but the costume actually looks really cool. I like the kind of Batman look going on, and I think it would be hilarious if the skin had an animation where like smell lines just come from Super Brains now and again. But overall, I think we have some really awesome and hilarious costumes on the way that I know I'm going to have a lot of fun playing with when they arrive. Anyway guys, that's about it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what your favourite costume was in the comments below. Other than that, remember to subscribe and I shall see you in the next one. Okay, thanks guys. Bye.